What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be installing running boards for my 2010 Honda Pilot. Alright, I got these off of this is an iBoard brand, and it fits the 2009 to 2015 Honda Pilot. So you go on Amazon, do a search, this is what you're going to find. There's the part number, and it'll fit all those years. Alright, so what I did here was I laid everything out to number one, just get an idea of all the parts that we have, and number two, to make sure that I have all the parts actually, because it would be a pain in the butt to start the installation and you're missing a part. Alright, also, so that's one. Number two, what I'm going to do is we're only going to install the driver's side, because the driver's side and the passenger side are identical. The same thing you got to do on one side, you're going to do on the other. So I'm not going to take you through both installations. And probably what I'll do is I'll go ahead and mount the passenger side just to make sure that everything looks good, and then we'll just go ahead together and we'll mount the driver's side. Okay, so let's start here and look at the components that we have. All right, so you're coming with first of all, let's look at these brackets, which these brackets are pretty good, pretty substantial brackets. The engineering on it looks fairly well. You can see these mounting holes are done very, very nice. The powder coating is very nice on all of the pieces, and it looks good. It looks very well put together. So hopefully we shouldn't have any problem with that. All right, here we have all the hardware. So we have 8mm bolts, lock washers, and fender washers, okay, to go on that. So if you're looking at this side, this will be the side going to the frame, and this will be the side going to the step. Now moving on to the side step, the running board itself. The running board is made out of aluminum and is very well constructed. There are no flaws in the workmanship so far that I see, and it's very straight, and it's actually very, very light. It looks like it's going to be a really good fit. I actually held it up to the vehicle before, and it looks pretty nice. So that's that. Now these T-bolts right here, these are going to go into this track right inside here, and this is what's going to attach the board to the bracket. And then once again, you got the T-bolts with your nylon lock nut and a fender washer. This is bothering me. These should be like this. Oh man. Okay. All right. OCD kicking in big time. All right. So this is the driver's side front bracket. This is the driver's side additional bracket. So what's going to happen is underneath your vehicle, there's going to be another hole. This side, these two bolts here are going to attach to these two holes right here. All right, and then this piece goes to the frame. Okay, now moving up, here we have a hex plate. Where did I see that? Oh, that's embarrassing. Bolt plate, yes. So that is a 10mm. This is a 10mm bolt with the plate. So under the frame, there's going to be a hole. This is going to slide up into the hole, and then it's going to twist and lock into place, and that's going to allow this piece, this bracket, to get mounted to the frame. All right. There's the center bracket. Same thing. 8mm hardware. And then moving back here, Honda, in its infinite wisdom, did not have a threaded hole for bracketry to be mounted to. Now, this is actually on this side. So, this is a threaded insert. This is a threaded insert, and this is the threaded insert tool. All right. And I'll show you how this works. this piece basically gets put right inside one of these holes that fits it. Okay, it's the bolt, I'm sorry. So the bolt is going to go inside here, all right? Then this is going to get threaded onto there. This gets pushed up into the cavity in which it fits, and then when you tighten this down, this is going to crush. This is going to crush, and then this is going to give you the threaded adapter so that you can mount the bolt. But we'll go through that for the installation. But that's the rear mount, and there's a hardware again. So that's it. That's basic components. So like I said, go ahead and if and when you do order this, or you want to do that, or anybody else, but you know, I highly recommend you lay everything out. Make sure you have all the bolts and pieces and everything's put together and lines up, and then you shouldn't have any problem. So with that, let's go ahead and get to the installation. Okay, so looking at here, these are the basic tools that I used to put everything in. You're not going to need this particular thing. This is a tap handle for tap and die set. You don't need it. I tried using it. It was too big to fit onto here. It's not going to work. Power ratchet 3/8. You might use it, you might not. If you're not careful, or if you are careful, you won't strip out the bolts, but for the most part you can do this by hand. You got a what is this, 9/16, and then a number 10 and a 1/4 inch. Okay, then you got a 17-inch socket and a 13-inch socket. Your union helps, and another 13-inch extended. It could come in handy. Now here's the kicker on one of these things. So on the installation, the bolts holes for the brackets were rusted up solid shut. I could not get a bolt in there to save my life. And what I came up with was I had to go back in and re-thread the holes. So this is an 8mm tap, and then this is the bracket that holds it, the tool that holds it. And I'm going to show you how to use this right now. It's not complicated. It's not going to damage the threads, because the bolts that you have are 8mm. They go in there, so the holes are 8mm. All this is going to do is clean out the rust, and the bolts will be able to slide right in. So let's just show you that really quick. I did all the other ones, so I'm just going to do this one right here, and hopefully you can see it. So here's one of the holes that we have to go into, and basically you're just going to get it in there, line it up so that it's fairly straight, and then just start slowly turning it like this. Okay, slowly turn, a little upward pressure, and what that's going to do is that is going to clean out the rust in the threads, and your bolt will be able to go in. Because mine, I tell you, they were rusted beyond all Saturday. So there you go. So you see, once that's in like that, you know, halfway, then you're good to go. And like I said, I did all the other ones, and they're all cleaned out now. Alright, so the other thing is clean out. This is for the crush nut for the adapter expansion that has to go in here. Clean out some of this rubber, and what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spray some of this with black spray paint, rust inhibiting spray paint, and that is it. So let's just go ahead and start the install. Alright, let's get this first bracket on. Now the paper says to not put these on bolted tight, and I did the first one. I tightened it on. It wasn't a big thing. It didn't interfere with the build. So if you want to leave them loose, you can leave them loose. If you want to tighten them up, tighten them up. So I'm getting them finger tight here. Alright. That's that one. Now, here. Here's where this bolt comes in place. So this bolt is going to go, let's see if I can, it's going to go into the hole right over here behind this bracket. You can see that right inside there like that. Alright, and that's where that sits. Then you got this cross member, passenger side front, cross member, which is going to go 2 slots to the 2 bolts, 1 slot to the 1 bolt up here. That pretty much holds it like that. Alright, so these are long bolt, the washer right in the back of here. Alright, then washer, crush washer, and the nut. And we lost our... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh man, okay, we got a problem here, Houston. I lost the bracket. So let's get this off here. Oh, we're just having all kinds of fun. That thing just took a trip to Brazil. Alright. Oh man. Let's get a little something in here. We do not want to lose this. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Come on. Come on. Oh. Alright. That was close. Ooh. I would have had a baby had I lost that. Alright, let's get that one in first, so we don't do that again. Alright, that is a bigger washer. There we go. That is the bigger spring crush washer. Alright. I'm going to hold it down. And the bolt. There we go. Ah, that was close. All right. Continue. Washer. Washer. Okay, finger tight, finger tight. Alright, finger tight. Alright. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Alright, passenger center. This is basically the same thing. Here we go, the crush washer, flat washer. And now, you look at this, and basically this one lines up with one of these holes. I think it's this first one if I'm not mistaken. You pretty much just look at it real quick. Obviously it's not going to be that one because now it's that bracket's not straight, so it's going to be that first one there. Alright, bolt, crush washer, flat washer. Get your hand tight it right in. Now we're going to move on to the rivet that we're going to have to put in for the third bracket in the rear, and this is where that 3/8 ratchet came in handy for me. Now you can use it or you cannot use it, but I found that it helped to actually get the rivet started, and then I used my hand to finish tightening it down. Okay, so let's just go ahead and there's a hole right there. Yeah. Let's take a break. Let's get better lighting. Alright. So we got the lighting issue fixed here really quick. So without further ado, okay, so now this is the rivet nut that has to get installed into the blank hole that Honda so graciously gave us on these vehicles. So you can see it there. Alright, so the rivet goes inside this hole basically, and then it gets crushed, and that's how the bolt goes in. So here's the tool. Alright, what we do is, utilizing the two-sided hole here, the washer goes on the bolt. Bolt goes through the hole. The rivet nut gets screwed on here. Okay. Then let's get our tool ready, which right here. There we go. And the rivet nut gets slid in. Hold level as much as possible, and then send it in with the tool. There you go. Okay. Then all you gotta do is reverse. And she's out. Now, she should slide all the way out. If you want to check it. Alright. Bolts in, so that's going to slide in there. We check it. Now, when you crank this down, when we put the step in, it's going to tighten some more. But that's pretty solid in there. And that's how you use that rivet nut tool. Pain in the butt. Thank you, Honda, so much. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Alright, crush washer, same thing on this back end. Crush washer, washer, and then the bracket goes on. And of course, we can't see it. It's not facing in the right direction. Now hopefully this one won't be bent out of shape like the other one. And I'll tell you, if it's bent out of shape, I'm not going to be too happy, but I'm going to have to live with it for now. And then maybe swap it out for some other kind of side step, who knows. And there she goes. Let's get it turned around here real quick. And that's what you're looking at. Finger tight. Finger tight. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get that step on. Alright, so the rest of this is pretty much not rocket science. T-bolts slide into the track on the back of the step, and then line them up pretty much where you think they're going to go, and then they go on the top of the brackets, the side step brackets. Line them up with the slots, bolt them in. Alright, and with that, you're pretty much done with the install. So let's just go ahead and get that done. Alright, so here we have it loosely put in, okay? And then what you want to do is you just want to make sure that you're even over here, and you're even on the front side and even on the back. So it's just tapping it into place, just checking it out, give it a quick tap, see how she looks, and when you're happy, bolt away. Alright, so now I can show you exactly what's going on here. So this is what I was talking about. So right now this is on here, and there's a bolt here in the center, and there's a bolt here in the front. I got it bolted in the front, but if you look there, you can see that gap right here, and this is where the tread has to bend down. You see the flex in that? So for some reason, I don't know if this bracket was done wrong or if this middle bracket was done wrong, but one of these brackets has not been done correctly. So if you get this type of tread or side step, I can tell you be careful. But you can see, in order to get that in, I got to push down, and that's going to give me a gap on the bottom down here, as opposed to over there. So let's just go ahead and we'll install it right now, and then we'll finish up. Alright, there you go. So job's complete, both sides are in, and aside from the back end being gapped larger than the front, I think it looks okay. I'm not gonna worry about that. I really wish it was a little bit higher, tucked up to the body of the vehicle, but that's neither here nor there. I guess people watching this video, the craftsmen, can hopefully make up their mind and fix that. There's the passenger side, and like I said, it's the same thing. You can see it's still gapped. It's gapped larger in the back than in the front. So, but they're in and they're there. I'll get used to them, and if not, I'll just take them off. But thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you like. Leave me some comments. If you like it enough, subscribe for more, and I'll keep making videos as long as you keep watching them. At the same time, I'll put a link on the bottom of everything that I used to install this. Mostly the special tools. I mean, it's just sockets and wrenches. Everybody has that. So Once again, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. And thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.